Good morning. It is Monday morning, and we had a good night in the tent last night. Went to bed pretty early. I think we were both laying down by 10. Well, we were both laying down by 9. But then I got up to get my time lapse when it finished, and that time I'm really excited with how that time lapse came out. But then this morning I woke up really early to photograph sunrise, and I shot another time lapse. And this time I was looking at the mountains directly across the valley, and the sunrise light coming down as the sun came up, and I looked at that time lapse too, and I'm very excited about how that one looks also. So that's 2 time lapses now, sunset and then sunrise, that I think I'm very excited about. I'm just kind of looking directly across the valley at the mountains I shot sunrise on, and there's a pair of waterfalls that from here look fairly small, obviously, but they've got to be falling at least 150 feet, probably a little more. They're pretty big. Then there's glacier up on the high peaks, and then it goes right down into green, lush meadow and pine forest. It's really pretty much just and then a blue sky. So it's really just like a quintessential mountains in the summer shot. There's no dramatic light. We're in daylight now, so. And it's bluebird skies, like I said, so the sky's not much of an interest. So I'm putting it mostly out of frame at the top. I'm putting the mountains pretty high in the frame, and I'm really just shooting the landscape because it's got good light on it right now. So yeah, that's the shot I'm working on at the moment. Back to this long shot of the mountains straight across the valley. So our campsite's just over here to the right on the little ridge we're on, and now this is kind of where we ate dinner last night, and this was our view. And I shot sunrise looking at pretty much this same frame, but I had a much wider angle lens on to kind of get the whole peak with some of the trees and everything. And now I've got my telephoto on, and I'm focused right between these trees on some waterfalls over there, and they look really good just right in the center of the frame with the whole rest of the mountain and the glacier up high. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this real quick. One thing I do have that I'm using right now is my circular polarizer. Now the tricky thing with the polarizer on the long lens, which actually now that I'm thinking about it, I probably don't need my hood on because I'm actually standing in some shade shooting. So light's getting blocked by the trees. The trees are pretty much doing the work of the lens hood for me at the moment. So I'm actually just going to set this down right here. And like I said, I have my circular polarizer on, and in the middle of the day, especially up in the mountains, when it's just blue sky and there's not really a lot of dramatic lighting, or even when there is dramatic lighting, putting a circular polarizer on, it'll cut through some of that haze. It'll cut through some of that just like kind of washed out light, and bring some contrast and some saturation back into your image. So. But yeah, I think I'm just about ready to shoot this. So I'm going to shoot it as a bracket of 5 exposures. And I probably could get away with shooting this in a single exposure. But the thing about shooting in a bracket of 5 is that I'm going to get 5 images. One's going to be neutrally exposed, 2 are going to be underexposed at various levels, 2 are going to be overexposed at various levels. That way, the overexposed will give me the shadow detail, the underexposed will give me the sky and the snow and the glacier detail. And then if I end up not having to use all 5, that's fine. I just want to give myself as much to work with as I can. So that's kind of just my thinking behind shooting a bracket of 5. And got a 2-second timer on. And just like that. Yeah, that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. So I've shot number 3 in the bag. All right. Our plan now is we're going to go kind of explore back down the ridge toward the trail we came up, and there's another campsite with a viewpoint over there, and we're just going to go check out, see if it's really cool. Maybe we'll move camp over there for tonight, but yeah, we're just going to kind of go explore for the moment. Alright, well, probably a little afternoon at this point, and we have made a decision. We're gonna have some breakfast, or some lunch, I guess, at this point. And then we're gonna pack up camp, and we're gonna head back down. And the reason that we're gonna do that is not for not enjoying it up here, or not having a good time up here, but because photographically speaking, for photos and videos for me, I feel like I kind of got the shots that I'm gonna get around here. We explored down the trail to that side of the campsite. I thought there might be some more views out to the mountains over there, but it was pretty a lot of it was obscured by trees. You know, any mountain views that I am finding are pretty tightly framed by trees. Just down the ridge a little bit, there is some more open views, but ultimately those views are more or less going to be the same as what I shot last night at sunset and this morning at sunrise, just a little bit more free of trees. And I think to maximize photo opportunities, we're gonna go back down, we're gonna go back to the car, and then we're gonna drive on the highway going east through the mountains. And I know that there's some amazing viewpoints over there, and I really feel confident that between sunset tonight and sunrise tomorrow morning, I'll be able to find a couple of more shots that will be in more unique locations, give me a little bit more variety of what I'm able to shoot over these couple of days. And we will still plan to stay in a campsite. We will find a campsite down lower, or just figure out what we can do and try to camp again tonight, because that's what we wanted to do. So we're just kind of yet again changing how we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to enjoy lunch, a little breakfast skillet, but we're having it later. And then we're going to get camp packed up, and I think we're going to get on the trail so that we have as much time this afternoon and evening to look for some new locations as possible.
And we're going to continue having fun.
And we are going to continue having fun. All right, that's our plan for the moment. We'll see if it changes again. It just might.
It very well could.
Just about got camp packed up.
Yeah.
Doing the last of it now. Allison's pouring a bit more water. We are going to walk back over to the stream and just top off on water all around, especially nice cold water. But yeah, we got camp packed up, and we're going to start making moves out of here pretty quickly. As we packed up our gear, we were both left feeling like this campsite had touched us in a special way. Maybe it was the peace and quiet of having a backcountry campsite all to yourself, or maybe it was the stunning mountain views. Either way, we felt it was worthy of a special thank you and goodbye. This is going to be polar plunge for real because we're really warm and there's a river and I'm going to try to go all Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Whoa. As we spent the afternoon driving around looking for our next campsite, we made a couple of stops at some popular viewpoints. These photos just go to show that you can still find great shots even at the more visited locations.